Hello, hello, everyone. It looks like we should be live with Cheryl. And let's get some music. There we go. That's what we usually do. Hey, everybody, everybody. Yay. Welcome to Live with Cheryl. Okay, I'm getting silly with the buttons. So, welcome, everyone. I am Cheryl Mebane, and I am your host, and I am joined once again by our public health ninja extraordinaire, Dr. Felicia Mebane. And we are here to talk with you about all kinds of creative things that I get into as an actor, writer, musician, person who's a researcher. I do all type of things and I talk about it here. But we also talk about tips and tricks and encouragements for health on the show. And we get updated with what Dr. Felicia is doing as well at different times. So that's the show. And we have season 5. Okay, it's a long season 5. At some point, we're going to change that. And we also have interesting, weird background that's definitely generated. And you can see that sometimes it takes my hair and sometimes it doesn't. So that's what we're doing here, playing around with some of the tricks. And I was telling Felicia, I was saying, you know, we could spend a lot of time messing around with some of the bells and whistles in this kind of streaming environment. But we also just want to get down to the nitty gritty, or the bells and whistles, or the nitty gritty, or the bells and whistles.
Oh,
That's
oh, oh.
that's another one of the bells and whistles. I had no joke. I had no joke, but I
Okay,
made the
why can
drummer
I help
drum.
you with that? Because I do not tell jokes well, so I might consider myself witty, but I'm not funny. Okay.
And it's good for us to know what lane we reside in. So we are good energy here, but really, usually there's not going to be a reason for, except for I'm a drummer, like to give the drummer some love. So let's get to a more common and just like steady feature of Live with Cheryl. Okay, y'all, we're bringing it back to basics, and that is updates as I create. So I've been up to a lot lately, y'all. Whew, let me start updating y'all. So I've mentioned it a couple times on the show. I've been having a blessing of a lot of clients as an actor. And some of the clients I work with are online because I'm a voice actor. So I've been enjoying that. Repeat clients. Hello, thanks, y'all. And yes, yes. And some of them are people who are training their AI models. Hello, hello. Yes, they did it. And not using my voice as a clone. I'm not comfortable with that yet. But they are supplying all kinds of interesting scripts for me to read, and I'm enjoying doing that. So I've been busy as a bee over also at Duke University in North Carolina, over there helping out I know, go Heels, go Heels. We still want go Heels. I mean, come on. A lot of us who work over there actually
It's all
went
in
to
jest.
UNC.
It's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
athletic fun. Okay.
Look, I'm a Tar Heel through and through. That's our undergrad, and more for Dr. Felicia than just undergrad. Also, more. So we love the heels, but I'm over there as a standardized patient. So I was over there recently, and then also doing some online for them. And that's for folks who haven't heard. You don't have to be an actor to do it. So they just need some regular folks who are willing to memorize different descriptions of like what kind of a condition you're supposed to have or a reason that you're supposed to be there to talk to either nurses or doctors in training or physical therapists in training. So I've been doing that, and that's been enjoyable. And I learned some different things about different conditions and things that are age appropriate for me to know, because they have us playing things that are age appropriate for us to play. So then you learn some things about, oh, okay, at this time in my life I might see this or I might see that, and I say, okay, well, some of it is not even bad. It's just like menopause. Like that's just what happens. It's challenging, but it's not like usually debilitating. Some people may have worse instances of it, but the case I played, it wasn't debilitating for the character I portrayed. Lots of good stuff going on, y'all, for acting. So I feel very grateful, and I'm still available for very interesting projects. If y'all, I mean, I'm booked and busy, but not so busy that there's not some room in the schedule, you know what I'm saying? So reach out if y'all have some serious activities that you want an actor for, especially for voice acting. So, because y'all can be anywhere.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned the voice acting. I mean, of course, right? Not unusual, but
Yeah.
so I'm working with a colleague who's on staff with me, Dr. Susan Hunter. Hi, Susan. And she's putting together online training courses and programs working with partner
Yes.
organizations. And she has a curriculum where the video is
Mm-hmm.
AI generated
Yep.
from the text.
Yep.
And I thought, oh, that's a good use of it because
Yeah.
the AI is very clear in
Yeah.
pronunciation. You don't
Yeah.
see. I can see. I'm not even clear in my pronunciation. And
Yeah.
they do it once and you're good to go. So I thought
Yeah.
that's a really good use of it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only thing about it is, I guess, at some point I would want maybe a little bit of variety in the voices,
Yeah.
but you don't have, not for the sake of it. Just it just seems, if you have 12 modules, you might
Yeah.
want to switch up maybe have a yeah, you might
Absolutely.
want to switch up the voice. But I thought that was a really good use of that.
Yeah. It can be useful all kinds of places. And frankly, you're going to see it all kinds of places. And those of us who have done e-learning voiceover, that's work we could have done. But there's also going to be some projects that maybe they wouldn't have had a budget for, honestly. And so then for those of us who are keeping the lights on and this is not a hobby and this is our profession, then, maybe we would have never voiced it. And so here now you have something that's a little bit more accessible for different learners, those who are auditory versus, visual
Right.
or other types of learners that maybe they frankly just wouldn't be able to do it.
Well,
So,
and for this purpose, it's not about the characterization of the words at all. It's conveying information. So
mhm,
I would want, I think, a person, if I needed some emotion in it or some variation in the pace. I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure you can program it, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's not
yeah,
about inflection or anything
yeah,
like that. It's a straight
and
up presentation of the information.
yeah, and that needs like if you get better and better models, they're doing that inflection to convey meaning. So, you know, people can do that well with good models, and they can do that well with actors, and some of us do a lot with e-learning and would love to, get projects. But again, you don't know the size of the budget. So, but yeah, there's a lot that's sort of off-putting if you don't have the right inflection, even if it's just something that's just trying to convey information. So you might be surprised at how much how much feels awkward if people don't land things just so.
Well, and yay, Susan, right? Because Susan has been doing this for a while and she listens to everything. And
Mm,
if it needs to be recorded again or the
yeah,
words need to change,
yeah.
she'll make the adjustments. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's what we all have to do when we're working with AI at this point. Nothing is good enough for you to just send it out there without looking. Like nothing. Like check everything. So acting, interesting stuff with AI. I'm also still doing AI training using my STEM background. I have a lot of different people who need that. If y'all are out there who are STEM interested and have experience, look around for some of these opportunities. There's lots of work out there for folks in math and science and engineering and in all kinds of other disciplines too, with a lot of different projects. At this point for me, I'm trying to juggle because I have a steady one right now that's still going on with AI and acting that's been a lot of fun and takes a nice big chunk of time and pays well. And so now I'm just like, oh, now the STEM one is trying to fit in around that. And it used to be the other way. So I'm just like, okay, now which of these projects is really going to fit me really well so I can sort of put everything together with multiple clients. So I feel very lucky to have that challenge, but it is a little bit of a Tetris kind of like puzzle of like your time and also would you have to be creative to sort of do some of these things, either the performance with the acting with the AI or creative in terms of coming up with ways to get these little models to not already know how to solve some of these STEM related challenges and
Mhm.
questions and puzzles and things people come up with. So got to
So,
have
wait,
a
are
fresh
you
brain.
dating yourself by saying Tetris?
Sure, I absolutely am. Like, but the thing is, I never played Tetris a huge amount, but I definitely have played Tetris.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think
Yes.
I've ever played it, but I think it's been around for a little while.
Yes, it has. It has absolutely been around for a little while. good stuff. I don't know what to say about Tetris because I never was like a huge. I've definitely gotten into different games that are very simple, and my husband Tim is just like, take that off your phone. You're too into it. So, there's definitely simple games like Tetris that I'm into, but I'm usually not too much of a phone game. I'm more of a like surf on my phone and watch YouTube videos that are silly and fun or dance videos on Instagram. That's my latest thing on Instagram is either like political stuff that makes me feel so depressed or dance videos that make me feel very happy.
Yeah, or political videos you can't avoid while you're watching your dance videos.
I've been there.
They're
I'm
ads, so
I'm not happy about that. I've taken to covering my phone when an ad comes up so I just
Oh, I
don't see it and
see.
I mute. I just do
Yeah.
everything. I'm like, you can't get me. You can't get me. Whatever. I don't know. That of course I'm somewhat affected, we all are, but that's my little protection for myself. As far as music stuff goes, I've been enjoying doing a little bit of drumming, singing. It's not yet the time of year where I'm switched over to doing a lot of new songwriting, but I'm still keeping the instruments, you know, ready to go. And then my son Kai has been on the drum set a little bit, but we're having him use ear protection, y'all. So we got to make sure the little ones, they aren't really able to do the little earplugs where you just little foam thing, you put it in, you got to shape it. So he basically uses something like this, but it's not to plug in to hear anything. It's just to tamp down some of the sound. So he's been into the drum set for quite a while. And I definitely am protective of my drum set. If y'all know me as a drummer, I'm like, that's my instrument. But my little one, he can get on that drum set. He's the little guy, so he can get over there. And now he's into the brushes. And I'm like, I love this. I love it. Because it's softer, it's quieter. It's fun times. Let's see what else is going on. So I've also been still prospecting for new clients as I'm doing a new speaker, keynote speaking part of my business. So it's been fun to reach out because I'm learning more and more, especially about local, because with me restarting this part of my business, I'm still going to be getting for my first sort of new phase. I'm still going to be getting a lot of marketing material from the first gig in this new phase. So I'm looking for more local folks. And I'm learning about all kinds of different education conferences and environmental conferences and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is me plugging into different tribes that I'm a part of. And if y'all, again, are interested, reach out to me and y'all can see I'm going to be adding a lot more to my website. And then if you go there right now, that's where I have a speaker page, but I'll eventually launch a whole separate website for all the goodness. But I currently have some highlights of my past readings and things because with these keynote concerts, sort of leans on that. I've done readings all across the country and talked about all kinds of interesting things in combination with live music. And that's what this is also, but just for inspirational, motivational speaking. So that's been going on, and I've been inspired by that lately. That's been good stuff. But I also wanted to share with y'all, those who are my patrons already know. Thank you, patrons. Thank you. But I have just earlier this week, thank you, put a new show up. And this was a little bit different because I have been practicing for keynote concerts for some of the shows that are there. I do a new show every month for patrons in the top 2 tiers on patreon.com/Cheryl Mebane. But the last one I have, I don't know if my patrons have checked it out yet, but it's actually a reading from some poems, some classic poems related to, for me anyway, related to me thinking about this time of year, the fall coming up on Halloween. Anyway, I was enjoying myself. So y'all, I'm just going to share a little bit of my screen because I was having a good old time. And I'm going to share just a little bit. And this is exclusive for the patrons over there. But sometimes I bring things over here to Live with Cheryl to let y'all see some of what's going on over there, over here. So there, and here. So let me show a little bit. Okay, cool. I'm going to share my screen. I was watching other stuff. Y'all don't need to see that. I keep being inspired by watching murder shows. As I tell my son, I watch murder mysteries. So there it is. Yeah, murder shows. What I was going to do is see if I can get this to be a little bigger. It seems, oh, there we go. Okay, now that's the kind of setup we want. Okay, Next thing I'm going to do is show y'all, if we scroll down, you can see I have a reading of poems, and I'm going to play a little bit for y'all. Here we go. Hello, patrons. Hello, thanks. This is Cheryl, thanking you for your support with another timely monthly show. So this one is going to be a performance. I have been doing a lot of prospecting for keynotes recently, but I have yet to reel in Keynote Point Oh, my reboot of my giving readings and talks and inspiring audiences with a blend of music and other offerings. So I am not practicing that as much as I am just reaching out to folks and seeing where I can get started. So this is going to be me pulling from some other things I've been doing for clients recently. I've been doing a lot of acting for a couple of different clients, but the one that I am sort of newer to is a client in the AI space that is okay. Y'all already know about this. Let me go ahead so y'all can get to some of the poem. Okay, here we go. And this is a classic poem, not one that I wrote. So let me see if I can give you a little sampling. Here we go. Common friendliness. When first we met, clear with that form, except for that I've played around with it myself to write some pieces. So it has inspired me to use this form. Other people have used it too. This is Triolet by Robert Bridges. When first we met, we did not guess that love would prove so hard a master. Of more than common friendliness, when first we met, we did not guess. Who could foretell this sore distress, this irretrievable disaster when first we met? We did not guess that love would prove so hard a master. Okay, y'all, so that's just a little bit. I'm not trying to give y'all everything. There's a lot that's exclusive for the patrons over there on Patreon. What do you think? What do you think,
I think that's such a cool idea.
Thank you.
Since we only saw a small, but what about the music up front? Was that yours?
Yes, I was
pulling from that.
Yes. Pulling from Tangria Jazz Group, back
Yes.
in the day when I was on the West Coast recording with the jazz trios. That's my drumming, that's one of my originals. So yeah, I dropped it in. I thought, okay, the fall vibe sort of fits that song.
Oh,
so, in my opinion.
And are you going to have some of the readings with the music?
For that, you have to see. Sometimes I do that. So I would just say patrons have to sign up to see if I do that, because that has occurred in the past. That has definitely been something I have done in the past. But there is, I'll just say this, there is music in there more than even just that little snippet.
Yes.
But you will have to sign up to see.
Okay. Yes, because I love the music.
Thank you. Yeah, you get a lot of music in the whole thing. If you listen from beginning to end, you get a lot of music.
Got it.
So I will say that. I will. Like you said, set up a mystery. You got the people really now interested. Thank you, Dr. Felicia. This is great. But I was having fun though, because for me being so busy with clients and such, my own streaming over there, sometimes I'm trying to make sure I do it in the calendar. Actually, not. And sometimes I'm doing it like 1 or 2 days late. But that one I got in September, I said, okay, I got it. I felt so proud of myself. Patrons getting it on time. So I was like, okay. So yeah, let me know what y'all think out there. And definitely enjoy the music as well. I liked putting that in because I said, well, I have some readings and I have some music. And then, okay, well, there should be an offering that includes both. That's what I will say. So that I have fun with. Excuse me. So I think I've given all the updates as I've created. Do you want to give any updates, Dr. Felicia?
Well, I'm super busy and still very excited about it. I think I'm probably going to hold off on updates till January because I'm hoping to be able to send you guys to a website or show you some examples by then. So stay tuned. That's the update. Cheryl, are you still there? Hello. I think she wants me to give more of an update, but I'm not sure. I guess I'm old enough to have silence. I don't mind not talking, even as I talk to fill the silence. Okay. I think Cheryl's on her way back. Okay, well, I will talk more. Yeah, okay, laugh track. Appreciate you. But anyway, so for you guys to know, again, my name is Felicia Mebane. I'm Cheryl's older sister, and I work at the Norfolk State University and connected to the health tips that Cheryl has sometimes. I focus on public health, and it's very exciting time at Norfolk State because we are
Ha!
Okay.
Okay, everyone. Here's the situation. I clicked too many buttons, Dr. Felicia. You were doing great. And I thought
okay.
I would be super cute and be like, oh, let's have Dr. Felicia's thing be one screen. And so then I went, let me show you what I did, because I'm gonna do it again, make sure I can.
Okay.
And now I'm back.
Testing. Yes.
See, that's what I had to learn, is how to do this.
But there are 3 screens basically, right? There's a blank section.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that.
Okay, but I can see you can see me. We're good. We're
okay. Okay.
This is live, folks. In case you were wondering, this is live.
This is totally live, and I clicked too many buttons because I was like, "There's so many fun things to click." This is where you get into trouble when you click too many buttons, y'all. So, Dr.
Hey,
Felicia,
you can't learn if you don't click. Okay.
this is what I tell myself.
Experiential learning. You're doing it and learning at the same time. Very important.
Okay, well, I could click that. Did that make the third one go away?
I don't think so because I see it. You see the little dot? I see 3 dots. So I think there's still another screen open.
Oh Lord. Well, okay, y'all. Y'all just
black is fine. I mean, it's dark. You can't see anything. It's
okay.
just it's taking up a panel. That's all.
Oh, I know what that is, y'all. I know what that is. I can get rid of that, I think.
Okay.
I think well, okay. Let me just say that I think I can get rid of that. But yeah, we're almost into our trivia part of the of the thing. Well, okay, y'all. Maybe I don't know how to get rid of it because what's really happening is I have clicked too many buttons, and let's just be honest, y'all. I have clicked too many buttons. I have clicked too many buttons.
Okay.
That is what's really happened. Okay, so then I'm thinking I'm gonna cancel this and move over here. Okay, y'all, it is live. So now back to our show. But I do love the background that I have, y'all. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, this background is sort of cute and fun. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. So, we're now at the trivia part, the health trivia part of our show. And if there's a dark screen somewhere that I can get rid of at some point, I will. But right now, we're going to move on and enjoy ourselves with our health trivia, which is right here. It's fall, officially. So I was looking around for something that was a good resource to give us all some encouragement of different things that we might need to do at this time of year. Y'all know, seasons change, we change with them. So here is my health trivia for y'all, and I will just go ahead and show it to you. Change your blank alarm batteries at this time of year. Due to an uptick in heater and candle use, which alarm batteries do y'all need to change? The door, because you know you might want to open the door and let some of that smoke out. You know, make sure you don't leave the door open, you know. or your morning alarm because you got to get up a little bit earlier, just change the thermostat and whatnot, or maybe your smoke alarm. I don't know. Smoke alarms need to be tested every once in a while. There's plausible answers here. I don't know, y'all. So I actually do. But anyway, let me see if I can play a little bit more music for y'all while you think about this. It might not take you a long time. It might take you a long time. I'm not going to judge. I'm not. What do y'all think? What do y'all think in the chat? Yes. That's right. We have an answer from the crowd. Yay! Yay! We have an answer. We have an answer. And the answer is smoke alarm. Thank you, Tim. So I like the resource that I have. I especially wanted to share that. It was from, I think, Ohio, where I used to live, Department of Public Health. And so they were basically sharing, they're basically sharing at this site, Ohio Department of Health, ohio.gov, and then go on. They were sharing a whole bunch of great things, including things that you just need to do like once a year, like maybe schedule your different annual exam appointments to go and get your healthy woman or healthy man checkups and things like that. And also check and change your smoke alarm batteries. You might need them. So I thought it was really good, though. There are lots of different tips on there about thinking about allergies and just all kinds of things, flu shots, COVID shots, all the different shots we need. So hopefully y'all can get some inspiration there for some different little things to do to take care of ourselves. I always love a tip about taking care of myself, and maybe I use about half the tips, but I like to get the tips. We like to share them here and encourage ourselves to make you some. So Tim got it right. Thank you, Tim. So on this show, if you get it right, you get to make a selection. So Tim, do you want to hear the theme song as we wrap up, or do you want to hear another song as I let people know when the next Live with Cheryl is going to be? And thank y'all, patrons and supporters and listeners. Thanks for hanging in there as we have an extra mystery screen and odd background stuff and me pushing too many buttons. Next time you can get more of that, even more. Who knows what it'll be live. November 6th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So it's first Thursdays. And we hope to see you there. We'll enjoy hanging out, sharing ideas and inspiration and things like that. So, Tim, yep, okay. Theme song, great. Awesome, Tim. Sounds wonderful. We will do that. And thanks, y'all, for listening. And we will look forward to seeing y'all then. In the meantime, check your batteries, check your alarms, check your heart rate. I don't know. Check all kinds of things. Enjoy yourselves. And we will see you later.